Program BCom Subject Business Economics First Semester Karnataka University 18th Session Unit 2 Demand Analysis Subtopic Measurements of Elasticity of Demand, Income Elasticity, Cross Elasticity and Promotional Elasticity. Income Elasticity of Demand. Definition: other things remaining the same, it is degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity due to change in consumers' income. In other words, income elasticity of demand measures by how much the quantity demanded change with respect to the change in income. Mathematical expression. Mathematically, it is expressed as income elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in income. Symbolically, it is expressed as EY equals to delta Q divided by delta Y into Y divided by Q, where EY represents elasticity of income elasticity, Q represents original quantity demanded, delta Q represent changes in quantity demanded, Y represents original consumer's income, delta Y represents change in consumer's income. Types of income elasticity of demand. First one, positive income elasticity of demand. Equation: EY is greater than 0. A. Income elasticity greater than unity. Equation: EY is greater than 1. B. Income elasticity equal to unity. Equation: EY is equal to 1. C. Income elasticity less than unity. Equation: EY is less than 1. Second one, negative income elasticity of demand. Equation: EY is less than 0. Third one, zero income elasticity of demand. Equation: EY is equal to 0. Types of income elasticity of demand. Positive income elasticity of demand. EY is greater than 0. If the quantity demanded for a commodity increases with the rise in income of the consumer and vice versa, it is said to be positive income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity greater than unity. Equation: EY is greater than 1. Percentage change in quantity demanded for a commodity is greater than percentage change in income of the consumer. It is said to be income greater than unity. Income elasticity equal to unity. Equation: EY is equal to 1. Percentage change in quantity demanded for a commodity is equal to percentage change in income of the consumer. Income elasticity less than unity. Equation: EY is less than 1. Percentage change in quantity demanded for a commodity is less than percentage change in income of the consumer. Second one, negative income elasticity of demand. Equation: EY is less than 0. Quantity demanded for a commodity decreases with the rise in income of the consumer and vice versa. Third one, zero income elasticity of demand. Equation: EY is equal to 0. Quantity demanded for a commodity remains constant with any rise or fall in income of the consumer. Cross elasticity of demand. Definition: the cross price elasticity of demand is the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity due to the change in price of another commodity. Mathematical expression: Mathematically, it is expressed as cross elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded for a good X divided by percentage change in price of good Y. Symbolically, it is expressed as EC is equal to delta QX divided by delta PY into PY divided by QX, where EC represents cross elasticity of demand, QX represents initial quantity demanded for good X, delta Qx represents change in quantity demanded of good X, Py represents initial price of good Y, delta Py represents change in price of good Y. Types of cross elasticity of demand. First one, positive cross elasticity of demand, equation EC is greater than 0. Second one, negative cross elasticity of demand, equation EC is less than 0. Positive cross elasticity of demand, equation EC is greater than 0. Rise in price of one good leads to rise in quantity demanded of other good of a similar nature and vice versa. Negative cross elasticity of demand, equation EC is less than 0. Rise in price of one good leads to fall in quantity demanded of its complementary good and vice versa. Advertising or promotional elasticity of demand. Advertising elasticity of demand refers to the proportionate change in demand of a commodity due to proportionate change in advertising expense. Advertising elasticity is a measure of an advertising company's effectiveness in generating sales. Formula: advertising elasticity of demand is equal to proportionate change in demand for product divided by proportionate change in advertising expenses. Types of proportional or advertising elasticity of demand. First one, perfectly elastic advertising elasticity, equation EP is equal to infinity. Second one, perfectly inelastic advertising elasticity, equation EP is equal to 0. Third one, highly elastic advertising elasticity, equation EP is greater than 1. Fourth one, unitary elastic advertising elasticity, equation EP is equal to 1. Fifth one, highly inelastic advertising elasticity, equation EP less than 1. First one, perfectly elastic advertising elasticity of demand. When the demand for a product changes, increase or decreases even when there is no change in advertising expenses. Second one, perfectly inelastic advertising elasticity of demand. When a change in advertising expense does not lead to any change in quantity demanded, it is known as perfectly inelastic demand. Relatively elastic advertising elasticity of demand. When the proportionate change in demand is more than the proportionate change in advertising expense, it is known as relatively elastic. Unitary elastic advertising elasticity of demand. When the proportionate change in demand is equal to proportionate change in advertising expense price, it is known as unitary elastic demand. Last one, relatively inelastic advertising elasticity of demand. When the proportionate change in demand is less than the proportionate change in advertising expense, it is known as relatively inelastic demand. Thank you.